Hey everyone, I'm just finished my fourth second final for local 3 apprenticeship, and now I can finally talk to you guys about my experience as fourth second. It's a long journey, definitely you have to be ready for like almost 6 years to go through this apprenticeship program, um, and it's long and enduring. Um, Physically, I'm not always like up to par all the time. I'm like literally every day I'm kind of tired from the work. I come home after doing some errands or whatever, and I just sleep for like a few hours. Wake up at a odd time, then try to go back to sleep. It's just because my schedule is just it's hard. Um, but finally, the money is kind of catching up. In other trades, you would have made about the same amount of money that I'm making now as a first year. But with the benefits and all that, it kind of adds up. And at the end of the tunnel, your journeyman rate it's what you're aiming for. And the experience is great. I'm very happy doing the work compared to being a laborer, being a demo guy, those type of work. It's insane the amount of work that they do every day. Um, Remember, I started off my journey at $12 an hour, and people that I spoke to that is journeymen that maybe been in the business for 10, 15 years, they said they started at maybe 9 or 10. So look at the difference in the time that literally they worked 10, 15 years. They started at 9, and I still started at 12 within that 10 to 15-year gap. And it was astonishing because that literally means that inflation never happened for the last 10 years, which is crazy. Um, so that's one of my cons or bitterness towards the trade when I first started out. It was really low. The benefits are there. Like literally right now, I'm actually wearing Invisalign that I finally applied for. I'm very fortunate that I had braces before, so my turnaround time for the Invisalign is very low. It's only literally 24 weeks, which equates to about 6 months. And fortunately, I've been in jobs that were indoor, had a bathroom, had a sink where I can actually brush my teeth after every meal. And that's how I kept my Invisalign pretty clean. And I'm almost done with this. So I believe I only have 8 more weeks. And the reason why I'm telling you is because Invisalign is actually included in our insurance package. And that's one of the best benefits. I'm very fortunate that I'm keeping up with my teeth. A lot of people in the construction business, they don't keep well with their hygiene, and oral hygiene, with the teeth is one of the worst. Most of them have very yellow teeth, a lot of fake teeth, a lot of dentures. And one of the guys that have 40 years in the business, not an electrician, I believe he's an operator, he said, "Yeah, I wish I took care of my teeth." That was one of the things he wished he started when he started his journey. Um, Very fortunately, I'm almost done with the apprenticeship. Basically, after this, um, is the MIJ test, and then you have to do it 18 months with that. You still got to go to school for the first semester, um, which they consider basically fifth first. So after you take that test, after you get basically acknowledged that you're MIJ, you get another raise. Uh, and the raise is it's not much of a high increment. It's almost literally every time you pass your theory, it goes up by like $1. So I'm still waiting for mine because of COVID. Uh, it delayed my raises. So literally in 2 weeks, which is going to be July, I'm going to get another raise, and that's one of the higher jumps. And I'm finally going to be at a decent medium for a pay that I guess you could live uh, single person in New York City. if you rent a room or something. And the struggle is definitely real because the person I worked with before, he's an apprentice. I think he said he was 29 when he came in. No, well, he's 29 now, and he's third year. And I think third year right now you're about at like $20 an hour. He lives in Long Island, so he kind of like lives by himself to keep like his money, all his money. He can't put too much in 401. And also he basically like when he's not too hungry, he skips a meal, then he saves whatever he bought for lunch, for dinner too. And that's the real struggle, that the pay is not really enough to basically even allow you to survive well if you're single. I mean, it all depends on the person's expenses too, but he's literally living by himself. He don't live with his parents. He doesn't. He takes care of everything by himself. So that's very tough, especially as an apprentice. Um, I'm very happy to talk to everybody about my experience, because literally there's so many comments. Like, people love hearing the journey. And I would love everybody who wants to be in this type of business to come into the union, because you'll see the benefits. Like, the 401k really matches up for all the sacrifices I've made, and why I'm still sticking around, I've had times when I wish I quit, because there was people that was completely disgusting, but those type of people are not just the whole union. It's just those people. And that's what you got to understand at the end of the day, that you're going to meet good people and you're going to meet bad people. And most of where I work now, all I meet is great people. Like, literally, they're always there to help you. They always lend you a helping hand. And I'm grateful that I'm learning so much more in this other shop. And it's hard work. It's not like you sit at an office all day. You're literally walking around, doing splices, bringing a lot of materials around, bending pipe, different conduit sizes. So definitely it's tough work, but it's good work, because literally you're working from 7 to 2:30 most of the time. Sometimes you're on an 8-hour job, you're gonna work till 3:30. Then the rest of the day you have time to kind of run some errands, pick up the kids, do something that that provide that family time. Not a lot of people have that opportunity. Like a 9 to 5 job. Like, literally, when you finish at 5, you got to go back home, cook, clean, then sleep. You at 2:30, 3 o'clock that you leave, you literally still have some time to go, although you're physically really tired. I would say that it is very important to kind of save now, and learn how to save, because what you're working for right now is to basically have enough money for retirement. And what they say is, when you're younger, what you want to do with your 401k is to take more risk. And then when you become a little older, when you really need that money, you want to take less risk, because time is coming that you're going to be spending that money. I will probably make another video in the future in regards to the breakdown of the 401 for the union, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I definitely want to start and make a video of the starter kit that I purchased when I first came into the industry. I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where the bag is, and I'm shocked. I left it somewhere. I don't know where it is at. But completely, I don't use that anymore at all. And definitely there's good and bad from that kit. But I would highly recommend, just basically buying the essentials when you start off, because you basically progress from there, and you see what you think that you most likely will need on the job. If there's any other questions you guys have, you can always ask me. I'm always there to basically respond back to any of your comments. I basically only have 2 more years left before I turn out. And I'm still going to keep, doing these videos, most likely every 6 months breakdown, so you can see the struggles and the good things that have happened from this. And remember, like for me, I personally would not just use this as my only income stream. I'm trying to produce more income streams. If, for example, making these YouTube videos, hoping to make get to that $1,000 subscribers, so that I can finally monetize on these videos. I used to be able to make a little bit of money, but because they changed the policy, I need to get those subscribers now. And there's other different ways I'm going to be making money too, on top of my main income as a Local 3 member. And thanks for watching.